Now I am going to work with the next step, that is I am going to create some routes. So before doing that task, I am going to create some view files for my front end. So in order to work with the front end, what I am going to do, I am going to create two pages. For example, I have a website and my website has two pages. One is home page and another one is about page. Okay, so I am going to create a view here. That means here is the command I am going to copy, and PHP artisan make view front home. That means you see now in the resources views there is actually no folder, but when I will run this command, it will create a folder by the name front and then a blade file by the name home.blade.php. So enter. So you will see in the front folder this folder created, and then home.blade.php this file comes. I am going to open this file, and here I will write some codes. What code I will write here? What will be my view file code? For example, this one I am going to copy. This is a very basic page. That means I have some route, for example, home route, about route, also login route and register route. And this is the home page. Okay, very basic page. Now in this home.blade.php, how I will call this file? In order to call it, I will have to create a front controller. Okay, so if you go to the controllers folder, you see by default the main controller.php is there, but there is no custom controller. So I am going to create my front controller here. So here I am going to write the code to create controller. So my controller creation code is in the help file. If I go to the bottom, if I go to the controller section, for example, here where it comes here, PHP artisan make controller front controller. So this command I run, you see front controller.php, this page comes, and now I am going to the front controller, and here I am going to create two functions. One is public function home. In order to show the home page, I can use this way. I am going to check how I applied this home. Yes, front.home, this one. So I am going to write here return view front.home. That means this front.home will be called when I will call the function. So as front controller comes, now I am going to add this one, that means web.php. I am going to the top, you see this controller I will call into my web.php. So in the top I am going to use front controller, but before working with this I am going to make it off. This is actually not needed for me. I will create something like this, front controller home, but not like this. I am going to copy the code, this one. So I am going to replace it. So in the front controller, that means I will have to call into the top, that is app-htr controllers front controller, and then into there after that I am going to call the main route, that means the home page. That means when I call the website, then first page that will load, that is this one, that is front controller home function will be called, and name route is the home. So that means it will go here and call the front.home this view file. If I reload it, you will see that there is something error, that is about route does not found. So here what I will call, I am going to call the about route also here in the front controller about function. For example, I am going to call another function about, that is the view file will be front.about. So here I am going to call another page, that is about.blade.php, this one. So it will be similar to home page, just I will call it as a about page. So I paste the data here, and here I call about page. Okay, so if I now refresh, you will see that login not defined, because here I define the route home, about, and mode 2 are login and register. So from the help I am now going to call the login and register. Okay, so for example, I am going to call this one first, and in the web.php I call here login, and another one is, for example, register, and user controller, this is register. and also this name will be register. If I go help, you will see that there is a register, user controller register. Okay, so that means if I now refresh, you will see that this is the basic home page and it is loaded now, so it is working. So home page, if I click on about, it will go to the about page. If I click on home, it will come to the home page. So this is working, right? So this is the front end home page and about page, and there are two options. One is login and another one is register. But before working with the user data, I am going to work with the admin data. So admin login, I am going to work with this, but there is nothing, you see. So what I will do is I will call here another controller, that is admin controller. Front end is okay. Now I will call the admin controller. So how I can create the controller? Here I am going to call PHP partition make controller, and admin controller will be created into, for example, admin folder. So admin folder, admin controller, enter. You see that into the controllers folder a new folder is created, that is admin folder. There is admin controller. Okay, this is my admin controller. So now I will call the admin login and admin login page here. So in order to call it, you see there is another middleware. I will also call it, but as I call the controller, I am going to the web.php route, and here I will call the admin controller to the top. So in the top I will call it the admin controller, but it is into the admin folder. So I will have to call admin of admin controller. So admin pages I will have to write here. This is, you see, this is actually the user section, but I will have to call the admin section also. This is the front end section. That means these two are used for the front end, and login register, these are actually the user sections. So I give here a user, and now I will work with the admin. And in the case of admin, if I go to the bottom, you will see there is a middleware and there is a group prefix. So in the case of prefix, I am going to call the login. So admin login is this. Okay, so here I call into the web.php, that is admin. So it is actually like this, that is admin slash login, admin login, admin controller login. This is actually the main thing. Here if you want, you can call public function login, and admin will be view admin.login. That means into the resources views, here I will create a folder. You can create it by writing the command, or manually you can also create it, that is admin, and here will be login.blade.php. okay, so this is the admin login page. I will have to write the code here. So this is the system, and this two route I am going to define here also. In the same time I will describe it so that you can understand. I am going to close it, and here I define this two route also. So admin controller, admin login submit, admin logout, and functions are login submit logout. That means here I will have to call more two functions. I am going to copy the codes from here, that is the view of login, admin login view. I am going to write it first. You see admin login page. So I am going to copy the code from here, and I am going to put it into the admin login view here. This is the admin login, very simple, and you see this is the error message in the Laravel. In Laravel 11, this is similar to Laravel previous versions also. So this is very basic of the Laravel in order to show the error message to a user. I hope you know about this. If you do not know about this, you can go to my channel. That means here I have a channel, and in my YouTube channel you will get a playlist, and that is Laravel 10 courses and fundamentals. You see Laravel 10 fundamentals are given here, and if you go here you will see a lot of details from here. What is name route parameter, all Laravel basic in detail you will get here. So in Laravel 11 that is also similar, so don't worry, you can understand. You can see the section for the error handling, and you will get a very useful codes there in my tutorial, and you will be able to learn everything very well. So I am not going to describe the same thing again. Just remember that these are the error functions in the Laravel by default, and this is the success message and error message. Okay, and this is actually a form in the Laravel. This is the form table. When a person will give his email and password and submit, then he will be able to log in. So in the case of admin, this will happen. You see there is admin forget password not defined. So I am going to do one thing. I am going to the web.php again. Where is this? This is actually here. So I am going to copy all other functions here also. So here I am going to paste all the things. You see there is a admin login, but here also all are actually admin, because I will use a prefix here. I will not write this. I will write like this one. So all of this I will put into here like this, and here the code will be like this. That means, you see, there is a prefix admin. Prefix admin means before every route you will have to call admin login, admin logout. In this way you will be able to call it. So you see, in each cases I will have to write admin. So I am going to avoid this, and as a prefix I write the admin only one time. So each time I do not need to write the same thing. So if I refresh, you see it is working. Okay, so this is actually the admin section, admin login. That means the admin will give his email and password and click on login in order to log in into the system. If he click on forget password, then an email will be sent to his email address, and he will be able to reset the password again very easily. So this is the admin, these things. And there is another important thing, that is inner side. In the inner side of admin, I am going to copy these things, and here I am going here, this one. Profile is not needed now, just I will show you dashboard so that you can understand it very easily. Now here you will, I am going to check it so that you can understand. Here, in order to check it, I will have to write the function into the admin controller. So which function I will write here? That is, you see, admin login submit, right? So form is okay, admin login submit, and I am going to check the controller now. And in the controller, where are the admin controllers? I am going to check. This is the admin. Okay, this one. So this function I will have to call logout and login submit. This two is very important for now. So okay, this is the login submit, and another one, that is the dashboard. So I am going to copy it, and in the admin controller top I am going to call the admin dashboard. So admin.dashboard. So I will have to create a blade file into here, into the resources admin. Here I am going to create dashboard.blade.php. And what will be the code in the dashboard.blade.php? I am going to search it, dashboard.blade.php, this one, only these two lines. Okay, so I am going to paste it here. This is the admin dashboard. So after login, admin will see there is a heading admin dashboard and a logout link. So admin logout is the link, and in the web.php you see I already have defined it, that is admin logout. So in the admin controller, logout function will work, so he will go here, and when he will be logged out, auth guard admin logout, this function will be called, and you will redirect the admin to the admin login page. And this is the login. By default it is showing in front of you, and this dashboard should not be accessible by wall. Now for example, if I want to see the dashboard, you are not able to check the dashboard because I added the dashboard into this middleware. But if I now make it outside the middleware, what will be happened? You see, now if I want to check the dashboard, admin dashboard 404 not found. Why? I am going to make it off. This is outside. Just I am going to show you what happens now. So you see admin dashboard not working. Why? I am going to check it again. So this is admin dashboard, sorry, it will be admin dashboard. Otherwise I will have to put it into here. I will have to put it into in this location. so then it will work. You see admin dashboard, but I did not log in yet, so this should not come. So this is actually not this is actually a wrong thing. You cannot do it. You must have to keep your secret pages into the middleware. You see here there is a route middleware. Prefix is okay, admin, because admin / dashboard will work. But you see there is another item that comes here, that is middleware. Here it is only prefix and the group function, and here prefix group function is okay, but there is a middleware. So this is very important. What pages you only want to show in front of admin after login, that secret pages you must have to put into the middleware. All the routes you will have to put into the middleware. So remember it. So here the dashboard is okay, login. And when a person, that means when admin will try to log in using his email and password, click on login, what will be happen? This will be checked. You see this is a very basic validation error system, and if you know Laravel you will understand it. This is very basic. So this is the validate function I call, that is email required and email. That means you must have to give any value into this field, and you must have to give a valid email address, and password is also required. Check means all the requests that comes from the user input that I will put into variable, that is check variable. So check of email, because when I will call the request all, you will see that email and password both will come. So I will separate it using the check of email and using the check of password, and these two variable I am going to pass into a data variable that I will pass here, that is auth guard admin attempt data. That means I am going to try to log in into the system using the auth guard, admin guard. Okay, so the admin guard, using this admin guard I am going to pass the attempt, and parameter are email and password. So it will check my auth guard admin means actually there is a provider, you know, that is the admins provider, and admins provider was under the admin model. That means the admins table will be called. So from the admins table these two information will be matched if the email is check email and if the password is check password. If everything is okay, it will pass you to the admin dashboard. Otherwise you will be passed to the login page again, and there will be an error message, the information you entered is incorrect. So let's check it, refresh, login. You see error message comes, the email field required and password field required. I am now going to give a valid email, but the email is not saved into admin. This is not admin email. Now you see the auth, now it is checked by auth, right? So this auth guard will be checked now, because this step is over. All these steps are okay. That means there is no error in this validation, so the program comes to here. So this auth guard, in order to use this, in the top you will have to use the auth, use auth. And here hash not needed, but if you want you can also use hash if needed. Also another important thing to use, that is model. So app models admin. And another one is mailer. That means I am going to here, that is the controller, admin controller. You see there is a website mail. This is also another important thing, so I call it here also. That is in order to send the email, because when admin forgets his password he will send an email. So this email system is needed, so I will have to call app mail website mail. Now there should not be any error. If I want to resend, you see the information you enter is incorrect, right? Now I am going to give the valid email, but I am going to give a wrong password. My password is 1234. I give wrong password. You see it is showing the information you entered is incorrect. Now I am going to give the correct user email and password. Password is 1234. If you click here, you see you are taken to the admin dashboard. So you are now able to access this page. When you will click on logout, you will never be able to access this page again. You see now it is okay and dashboard is showing. But if you click on logout now, you see logout is successful. Okay, because I sent a message here that logout is successful. This message is showing. But now if you want to try to go to the dashboard, you will not be able, because I already have logged out from the system. So the login system is working perfectly.